It's time for the College Hockey Show! And now here's your host, Jeremiah Maxwell, and the Degenerate Bostonian, Mike Warino.
What up? What up? What up? I am Jeremiah Maxwell, and with me, as always, Mike Ruino, the Degenerate Bostonian. Mike, what is the jersey you're wearing to tell everybody that's listening?
Let's see. I want to play a little game for you guys first. He's a Stanley Cup champion, multiple Stanley Cup champions. He was a captain at University of Vermont. He was a forward, Canadian born.
Oh, it's Martin St. Louis only won one, right? He only won one cup.
No, he was on the Lightning spread. It wasn't. Well, it is Martin.
He won the first one with the Lightnings in 2004, and that's the only cup he ever won.
I thought he was on the other ones. All right, nonetheless, I am wearing a Martin St. Louis UVM jersey.
If he'd have stuck around, he might have been.
Should have been.
Well, because in 2014 they went to the Cup Finals and they lost to the Chicago Blackhawks.
Yeah,
people forget that Tampa team they made the finals, so I think he was on that team.
I think that's what I was thinking of, but yes, it is a Martin St. Louis jersey. I did get a second one, Boston Bruins goaltender, if that doesn't give it away.
Oh yeah, Tim Thomas.
Timmy Thomas, yeah.
Timmy Thomas is the greatest goalie of all time. All right. Sorry. It's so fun. It's just fun. I won't get punched for doing it when I go there though, because I mean it in a homage way. Like I'm not making fun. It's I love it so much. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. At least that's from my perspective. Somebody might take it the wrong way. God forbid. I haven't been in a fight in a while, so you know. A lot going on in the world. I could take some frustration out on somebody's face. So anyway, okay, Mike, you said you had your story of the weekend was your friends pranked you. What happened?
So Friday night, my gas tank broke. I got one of those fancy ones so that the lever opens underneath your steering wheel. Okay. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I got gas in the tank, thankfully. So I called my buddy. He's like, I'll just come by tomorrow morning. All right, so I swing down there, about an hour drive, takes my whole quarter panel off, takes my doors off, fixes the car. Beautiful, right? And this is where the prank, I don't know if I call it a prank, but he got me good. I'm like, all right, what do I owe you? He's like, follow me. Gotta meet my buddy. So we drive 45 minutes into the middle of nowhere. And he's like, all right, here's Big Mike. And I met Big Mike. And instead of paying my friend to get my car fixed, I got a tattoo. And that was, I was not allowed to leave the tattoo shop without a tattoo because that's what my friends forced me to do instead of that because they fixed my car.
What did you get as a tattoo?
I got my gym logo put on my shoulder, the gym I'm fighting for, Iron Muay Thai.
Okay.
So I have the weird friends. That's no other way to say it.
No, but payment was you hooked up his friend who's learning to be a tattoo artist or something?
Oh, no. His friend's been tattooing for over 30 years.
But that was your payment to him is that you got a tattoo?
I'm like, don't you want the money? He's like, no.
I would have been like, dude, I don't want a tattoo.
I mean,
if you wanted me to give that guy money or something, I could just do that.
No, both of them were like, no, we don't need the money. You're getting a tattoo. You don't have one. I'm like,
oh, so you didn't have to pay for the tattoo?
I did have to pay for the tattoo. He took 50% off though, so I was pretty grateful.
But okay. So did you have to? I mean, was the logo on the internet? So you just say, "Hey, do this."
Yeah. So I actually had a keychain of it. I'm like, look, I want this. Can you do this?
Okay.
He's like, oh, easy, 3 hours. Boom.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I mean, I was gonna guess that your gym's logo wasn't in his tattoo book, you know. Yeah.
Handed the keychain, he stenciled it up, and Yeah, everyone. I got really weird friends.
I mean, I thought it was going to be like a deliverance story or something, man, the way you were talking. And then you went to the woods. I'm like, oh no. But I was like, holy crap, man. They rape scared Mike or something. And no, that was way tamer. I was like, oh, he got a tattoo. Okay. It's like something a teenage girl would do on spring break or something.
That's kind of what it felt like.
I mean, nothing against teenage girl on spring break. Like, have your fun, be careful, be safe out there, people. Yeah. Okay, college hockey. Let's just talk about what happened this weekend. I have your notes, or what happened here? I had notes. Hey, Rico, good to see you, man. Good to see you, man. Appreciate you, man. I seen you and Perlo are doing something I didn't know. That's pretty cool, man. Congrats. I think it's a lot later than us, which I was like, damn, I thought we were late and it was hard for Perlo already, but dude, this season's been good, man. I'm excited for Leaf fans. I think you guys are gonna have a really good team. And I just think people are sleeping on him, man. And the East is wide open this year. Look at Boston, just won 6 in a row.
I know.
And dude, I was watching the game tonight with the Islanders Devils. I thought Devils were easily going to win that game. And they could have if they could score on the power play. But dude, the Islanders, Patty Waugh got them playing good. And that Schaefer kid's sick. I'll tell you what. You know it's sick in college hockey is that Keaton Verhoeven kid.
Yes.
Keaton Verhoeven that's on the North Dakota. Holy shit. Okay, so let's get right into your two upsets of the weekend. Yale beats Quinnipiac. I don't know if that's a huge upset, but Wisconsin houses Michigan 6-1. That's a big this is good. We wanted Wisconsin in the top 16 anyway. Yeah. Wisconsin is one of those schools, they need to be there. It's been too long since Scotty not been on the block. So we needed that. And I hate to tell you, Michigan, you ain't the best hockey school even in your own state. So what were your thoughts? I didn't get to watch this game. I watched highlights. So
on the Yale Quinnipiac one, I'm concerned on that because Quinnipiac just doesn't have a lot of great wins. So that's going to hurt them. And they dropped pretty significantly for it. But they got plenty of time to bounce back. For Wisconsin, Michigan, like Michigan wins 7-4 Friday. And that set off a lot of alarms in my head because that's a lot of goals to give up 4. And you come back and give up 6 more. And then you got demolished.
Yeah.
Great line brawl to end the game. It's always exciting to see, the fisticuffs. We don't really, I didn't see any suspensions. The ref called it roughings. So no one will be out this upcoming weekend because for those that don't know, in college, if you get hit with a fighting major, you are suspended 1 game. It's not a lot in the NCAAs, unlike the NHL where it's just 5 minutes. So they called them a bunch of roughings. But, Michigan, it's always frowned upon. Don't take out your frustrations the last 20 seconds. But then again, every team does it. But I look at it as Wisconsin may have found the book here on the blue. 10 goals in 2 games, a lot of goals. And that's a concern. That's a big concern. And it was from all of Wisconsin. It's not like they had one line that got hot. 4 lines scored goals. It's it was definitely a great win for the Badgers. Good weekend for them. Was a split, but a 6-1 smackdown on number 2.
Yeah, I mean, I figured Michigan would bounce back and have a great game the next game and happy. Like, I want to see Michigan there too. I think Michigan, it's so important to have the big, like, if we get Michigan, somehow we get Michigan State or Michigan, Ohio State or Michigan, Penn State in the Final Four, that's huge for college hockey. And, and one of those other 4 teams being another big school like Wisconsin would be outstanding. So, and I'm not even talking about it like, BU or anything. So speaking of that, I did watch UMass on Saturday, and they did good against They did good against Maine. I think what was the final? I think they ended up shutting them out, didn't they?
Yeah, 4-0. They bounced right back.
Yeah.
I figured we talked about it like concern, like if it's a split, it's not a concern, and they went from getting shelled to
they
shelling.
look good. I thought Saturday, I listened to Johnny Lazarus on the call, because Johnny's a friend. He's been on my other show, so I just I wanted to watch him. I wanted to see. I was really impressed with a couple of players on UMass, and they just played a great team game too. And I knew they had lost the night before. I didn't realize it was a 6-2 beatdown, but I was impressed with that. I'm gonna pull your stuff up here because my computer is being weird. Yeah. Okay, close calls. Brown takes Quinnipiac to the wire.
Yes, again, Quinnipiac should be blowing out the Ivy League, and you lost to Yale, and then you go to overtime with Brown. Like these are two schools.
Mike, I just think that NIL. I know that hockey's not putting a lot of NIL, but like now these schools, they can use basically booster money to give kids free scholarships, essentially, that aren't considered scholarships.
But the issue there is, in the ECAC, the only school doing that is Quinnipiac. All the others are opted out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that's why I'm like the bells are going off for me.
Isn't even good. Well, I will say, dude, there is something to be said for the old traditional route. Those people, there still are guys that bust their ass at school and want to go to places. Look, like
need a 3.5.
You may make so much more money by just being a Harvard grad than being a professional athlete. People don't understand.
Yes.
Like Michigan, I throw Michigan in this too. Like there's certain schools, if you're associated with them, it helps big time.
Yep.
Like
I noticed coming out of school being a Nichols grad, 90% of the people on the show haven't heard of that school. And it affected me in the job interviews because I'm going against Boston College.
Dude, you should just go get an honorary bachelor's, play someplace $40,000 to give you a fucking honorary bachelor's from Michigan or Penn State School of Business or whatever, and you're instantaneous. Dude, it's like West Point.
Yeah.
Huge. Speaking of that, we have the veteran show on Thursday. So that will be 8 p.m. Thursday.
Oh, let's not forget, Army did win in a shootout this weekend.
Army beat who again?
Bentley.
Bentley, yeah.
Took him in a shootout.
Yeah. You had UConn wins in a shootout Saturday in Providence.
I was there for that.
That's not a shock to me.
I
thought those would be close games. UConn's a good team. They could be in the mix too.
They should be. I will say, Viking, I got super stoked to see you. I was like, this was the guy I want to see. This is why I bought tickets to go to this game specifically. You took 3 penalties and were a -2. I was so excited. You're 6'5", 280. Not your best weekend. I will say that. Not your best weekend, Viking. I will see you again several more times this season. Oh, who we got there?
We got Chaco. He's just standing below me like a weirdo. Rocket, a.k.a. Chaco. What up, Chaco? Chicks. Look at it. Look at his smile. He's got like the oh, chickies. Oh, Mama says, hey, Chaco. Mama's in the chat. Say hey to Mama.
Look, guys, for those that don't know, dogs are the preferred animal of the show. We love them all, but they are the preferred. So
he was just standing underneath me. I'm sorry. Anyway, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, Arizona State wins in a shootout Friday against Colorado College. That was a win they needed.
That was much needed. Much needed. They finally get a ranked opponent win. Colorado College did come back the next night and beat them, but very good win. And more importantly, that was our lock of the week at 6.5 and a 4-3 win. We're cashing. So
nice.
Thank you.
Merrimack.
I got the score right on that one. I got the score. I got +1,000.
You did a right score, 4-3 in that game. That's nice.
4-3 OT. 4-3 OT was plus 1,200. Oh, $5 got you 60.
Poochin. It's good enough, man. Holy crap. He's back here fluffing the bed and it's loud as shit. Okay. Merrimack takes BU to overtime. I have to admit, man, I was watching this and I was like, come on, Merrimack. But those Merrimack jerseys,
yeah, the Highlanders, they're glowing.
They're horrible, dude. I like the Dallas Star ones, I don't know what. I mean, I like those. Those Merrimack ones are fucking terrible, man. We got to have Mike McMahon to talk about. Those are not good jerseys, dude.
I have
Merrimack. I'm sorry. Nice. I love you. I root for you. One, because of Mike McMahon and College Hockey News. But your jerseys are horrendous, bro. They're fucking terrible.
I hope they don't come back next year.
Dude, do not wear those jerseys. What are their normal colors? Aren't their normal colors like fucking awesome?
Yeah, a better shade of yellow and a nice navy blue. They're beautiful. I got a jersey right here. Hold up.
Yeah, get a Merrimack jersey. That shit is terrible.
Yeah.
And then we talked about Army winning in the shootout against Bentley, which go Army, baby. It's Veterans Day. We're doing the best. Yeah, way nice.
Yeah, beautiful.
Those are Harry Potter-esque. Those look awesome.
Yeah, sick jersey, Merrimack. Why'd you get rid of it? Bring back the shield.
The neon yellow or whatever was not working, bro.
Oh, it's awful.
Sorry, Merrimack.
Whoa. Absolutely awful.
Okay, let's talk about the sweeps over the weekend. Long Island beats Robert Morris. Mike bet this.
Thank you.
Northeastern over Stonehill. Not a shock. Northeastern's good. Holy Cross over Niagara. I'm not surprised there. RIT over Mercyhurst. Air Force over Sacred Heart. Michigan State over Penn State. Now, we got to talk about this. I was unable to watch this. I didn't see any highlights. I couldn't do shit because I didn't sign up for the DirecTV stream until Sunday morning. And then when I got DirecTV stream, I got the thing so I could watch them, but I'm like, I didn't have time. But this is what I think we've been saying about Penn State. One, they're gettable, and they're not even the best team in their own conference. Go Green, Graham Cracker says. Yeah, go Green. The Michigan State better be in the Frozen Four this year. I'm gonna pick them again in the morning cup of hockey bracket. I'm having them because I'm riding with them. They are damn good. Boy, I'll tell you what, Ike Howard, I heard there's rumors he might get sent down to AHL. He made a mistake by leaving college. He should have stayed. Neil Simmons says Penn State is a proper Tiger that won't make a repeat Frozen Four run. Oh, that's probably true, Neil. And, there were a lot of people saying, now I'm hearing from legit sources that Keaton Vierhoff is moved to a lot of teams' number ones. They were talking about the last great defensive player, and he had like 3 goals in college and his final year, and Vierhoff has 4, and we just got going, guys. So, and we haven't really gotten to talk about Nodak much, but I know they swept Omaha, right?
Yep.
So, I mean, we expected that. Omaha. But they dummied them 7-2 Friday. I didn't see the second score. I wasn't even looking in. I was a little bit surprised UMD swept St. Cloud, but I told you UMD was good, and I was on that. Minnesota over Notre Dame, they had to sweep. They have to win out. Minnesota has to get their shit together or they're awful. I'm so surprised because they have Stiga, right?
BC's got Stiga.
Graham Cracker, you were there for the overtime
game. Oh, the Friday night game. State? Yeah.
Oh, that's so sick.
Oh.
Yeah. That's so sick, man. That was so that was Friday night, right? It was the 2-1 overtime, but then they dummied them the next day, didn't they?
Yeah. Penn State won 5-0, an absolute smackdown.
Yeah, they beat them. I mean, it was. That's the game to have been at. Graham Cracker, by the way, Graham Cracker from the chat. And if I miss you on TikTok, just throw a donate up, like a one thing, a rose or whatever, a donate, and I'll see it out of the corner of my eye, and I'll be like, oh, sorry, TikTok, we forgot about you. But Mike's in there too, Mike. If you see something on TikTok, call it out. Because I'm not paying attention. You have to run the TikTok chat because I have to watch the main chat, which is X and YouTube and And then I have to watch the Instagram chat because for whatever reason, Instagram chat isn't integrated. And then I'm looking at the scores, and then I never get to the freaking TikTok chat. So
I got you.
TikTok, sorry about it. Yeah. I know I stayed home with my girlfriend on Saturday. Nah, graham cracker. I'd rather be at a 2-1 overtime game than a 5-0 game. A 5-0 game is fun if you like. You're there to witness them win a championship or something. Like it's a really special occasion, and you get to relax early in the game or something. But I wouldn't want. I mean, a 5-0 game. I wouldn't want to. Like that's the one time I didn't have a problem leaving early if I had something I had to get to. By the way, something I had to get to. Best of my weekend. Went saw Predator Badlands with the old lady, and she did not really want to see that movie, and she loved it. So I was really happy. Yeah, it was awesome, dude. It was all. And then I just read in the trades that Arnold just signed a deal with the same people that made this movie to bring back Dutch, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Because this movie was so good, guys. I highly recommend you checking it out. It's worth going to see at the theater, and it's a good. The next one I want to see is that Running Man remake. It's supposed to be closer to the book, so really good. Minnesota, we talked about that. They had to have it. Michigan Tech over Northern Michigan. I don't know if that's a surprise. Bemidji State over Lake Superior. BU over Merrimack, which BU needed it too. Yeah. BC over Vermont. BC needed it. Denver over Western Michigan is a surprise that wasn't a split, but Denver kind of needed it too. They lost to UAA. It's like that, North Dakota over Rama is not a surprise at all. And then I was a little shocked that St. Cloud didn't get one against Duluth, but UMD, man, they're back too.
They're back.
Love them.
Yeah, my bestest friends, Brown and Sticky, they are back and then some. I mean,
that's good though.
Yeah, it is. No, they need to be back. They were due. I looked. There's a lot of them the sweeps. I'm looking at like an RIT, and they've gone on deep runs before. They've won 7 in a row. It hasn't been against the strongest competition, but 7 in a row is nothing to sneeze at. So they're longest active win streak right now. I'll say Northern Michigan. I noticed their Richter odds both went down. They did not have their usual 40 saves a game. So I was a little bummed about that, but I got to talk a little bit here on the North Dakota SmackDown because Lycotin was averaging 40 saves a game, only giving up 2 goals for Omaha, and North Dakota lit him up. I mean,
they're good again though. This is good.
Yeah,
this is good.
God, yeah.
We need North Dakota in the mix. Like the NCHC has got to have strong representation, man. Like Denver. Colorado College, St. Cloud, all better. I think Denver's probably not as good to start, but I think North Dakota's better than we expected them to be.
Yeah. No, I figured new coach would have a little bit more life than last year, but they are much better than I predicted, and I'm happy. I'm very, very happy about that.
I'm not saying I'll just say this: if I'm a guy going to pick a college, that coach just wouldn't have done it for me.
Right.
And he might be a brilliant hockey coach. But for me, and I'm just saying, like, I'm not trying to be judgmental, but I think, like, there's in the military, the guys, it's not an accident a lot of times, like, the best looking guys in uniform get promoted.
I was very critical of them. I'm like, you have all the talent in the world, all the facilities, and you weren't getting it done.
Yeah, I mean, they got to be in the Elite 8
every time,
every year,
or no, at least
with
what
every
they
other.
have.
They blow NHL. So I heard. Okay, we talked about this. I don't know. We talked about this on the show. I've been hearing Veerhoff might be a lot of teams' number ones, and I saw that on your number one concerns and upsides was the McKenna went -3 on the weekend against real comp, and he's not ready, man. Like, this is what I'm saying. This is good. I think college is good for him. I think it'll do him another year. And I'll tell you right now, if San Jose gets the number one, if they were the number one or one of those, I think there are a lot of teams. I think Washington would take either Veerhoff, whoever they thought was the better player. But Neil Simmons says James, Rickwood, Zellers is a very fun line to watch. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, no, it's
is that Michigan? Is that Michigan State's?
I thought that was Nodak. Neil, is Zellers?
Nodak.
I thought it was Nodak. Is Zellers a Bruins prospect? Or am I getting the Neils mixed up? But I do like that line. Yeah, it is Nodak. I thought so.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I got confused what we were talking about. I was pretty sure. I was like, oh no, Zellers, I'm pretty sure is Nodak, but I didn't want to.
But I'm nervous about McKenna. I knew, yeah. See, I thought so.
Yeah, this coach already looks like the guy. Like the coach already looks like the guy. Like this, I looked at the coach, Dane Jackson, that coaches them now. Sorry if I'm not being clear. He's a guy I'm like, yeah, I want to play for that guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to be, you just got to look the part sometimes. I think certain jobs, you got to look the part, right?
Right.
And you look the part. Anybody can look the part. I'm just saying that Pillsbury Doughboy looking guy did not look the part of an elite hockey. Again, and probably look, Scotty Bowman didn't look like Mr. Athletic. Okay, he's greatest hockey coach of all time. It's not even an argument. Nobody even says who's the greatest coach ever. Everybody's like, it's Scotty Bowman. Like there's no, Coach Q, he's up there. He is. He's great. He's one of the best of all time. I'll tell you what, speaking of which, got them boys humming. If you're bored on a late East Coast night, turn on to some Anaheim Ducks because they're fun to watch. Yeah. What else did you want to talk about? Did you want to talk about the concerns and upsides of McKenna and the -3? Like, yeah, this is what I expected. He's playing where I expected him to play.
I said early on, and Mike he's like, it could happen when we had Mike McMahon on the beginning. Penn State could be the 2019 Wisconsin team. They're obviously better than them because they should have a winning record and they're look like they're going to make the tournament. But I am concerned about McKenna. I've been saying I'm concerned about McKenna, and I think a lot of people are getting the wake up call of how talented college hockey is. And you said it last week. People are realizing, it's not 17-year-olds playing. There's 24-year-olds playing college hockey. It's different.
Yeah, Zellers was returning the Coyle trade.
Yep. So
So that is a Bruins pick, Zellers, that you have. Yeah, because when you guys traded Charlie Coyle to, I guess, Colorado.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Colorado gave up a lot to kind of do nothing again. They look very good this year, though. They dolly. Speaking of poundings, I don't know if you saw. Did you see the Edmonton Avalanche game Saturday night? 9-1 Avalanche. They dummied them. Oh yeah. The Edmontonians were losing their head, man. And by the way, right now at home, their last home game before they go on a 7-game road trip, they're getting beat 4-2 by the fucking Columbus Blue Jackets, who really haven't been playing all that good of hockey. And I heard half their team is sick with the flu. So, by the way, Panthers up 1-0. The Rangers got their first home win, if you want the NHL score, since I'm in here. And then really good game, which I watched a little bit between watching the Hall of Fame inductions and the fucking horrible Monday Night Football game, which is like a hockey score. In fact, I think it's 3-0. Oh, no, it's 10-7 now. Sorry. Good God, with 2:34 left. What? It got interesting once I left. Thanks a lot, NFL. As per usual. No, but the Islanders winning in overtime. The Devils scored with 4 seconds left to tie it. Nemec. Beautiful. Yeah, really good. And then the Islanders. So anyway, let's get back to the college hockey. I apologize. We started talking about the thing. And so McKenna concerns.
I think it's people just realizing,
this is a tougher league.
Just more film. There's
the only league better than the NCAA is the AHL.
Yeah. I'd say you guys are older, guys are bigger, you have more film. It's a different game. It's just
and I would argue that the college hockey would beat the AHL top teams 7 out of 10 times because they're more rested. They're better, they're better fed. They're basically treated like they're treated better than they AHL guys are.
Yep.
Most of these big time college schools are flying, right?
Yeah.
They're busting in the AHL.
I would ask, so Gill, who played in the AHL last year and found some loophole, now he's playing on Merrimack. He's admitted
dude, I like that if they had less than a certain number of professional games that they allowed him to play, because it's, everybody's saying we've gone so out of whack on this. Man, I remember like ski guys not being able to go to, because they got sponsored by Oakley, when they were skiing, when they couldn't compete for the NCAA. It's like, what are you doing? You're eliminating the people that want to perform for you. Allow these people to have jobs. It's this, the NIL doesn't just affect, it's so much better for the students now, I think. And hopefully with a lot of, I don't know, we'll see. Maybe this stuff will kind of settle down and prices for this college will go down a bit too, man, because it's gotten out of control, And if you're charging people so much, why do you need so much from the government,
I'll say ticket prices, some of them are getting ridiculous. Charging $45, $50 for a premium game. Like, you're going to, a family of four.
I respect that they're making the money, Mike. Do it. But at some point you got to understand, are they giving the tickets for the students out free? Is that
some schools are, yeah. But it's like people like you and I'm like, I'm not spending $50, quote unquote premium game. Providence, UConn, it's a big game, but if you're going to tell me $50 because it's a ranked opponent game,
yeah,
tough. I mean, I have Providence season tickets, so I guess I can't complain. But if someone else coming there, it's a big ask. Family of four, $200.
Oh, dude,
that's tough.
Nothing will sour me more than watching the common man get kind of pushed away from a game. To me, that's not how you grow a game. To me, you get the reason hockey's up right now and it's popular is because, dude, you can't fucking go to an NFL game if you're not going to commit 60, 80 grand a year. It's like buying a car. It's expensive.
And it's 10 hours. You got to get there 3-4 hours before the game. It's 3 hours there.
Yeah, you know what you're doing. The only thing about football is it's one damn day a week, and then you have a bye, so you get a little bit of a break in the season, right?
Right.
But, dude, if you root for, if you're a Pats fan, things are going great, right? Well, but if you're like me, a Giants fan, what the fuck do I want to go watch them play for? I mean, I'm going to go watch them and Lions thing and probably turn into a Lions fan through the game. They fired our head coach, by the way, today. The Giants fired their head coach, yes.
Launch needed.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm getting back to it. Michigan giving up 10 goals. I'm setting off alarms as a Blue fan.
But is that Michigan's bad or that Wisconsin's way better than a lot of people thought to include Michigan?
I think the Friday night game when Michigan was up 2-0 and then was down 3-2, I think that was Michigan not taking the game serious. They had a lapse. And they came back, they battled hard, they won 7-4. But the next night to get punched in the mouth 6-1, that's when I'm going to look at as a coach and go, what did I do wrong?
Well, sometimes too.
Could have came out flat, right?
I was just going to say, they won the night before. They probably partied a little too hard or something. Yeah. I'm sure it's not easy. We put these guys, we're treating them like they're pro athletes, these college kids now. And to me, I'm okay with them being college kids from time to time. I'm just saying.
Yes. No, I absolutely.
And that's why they don't put too much. And look, if you'd have told me not to score, that Wisconsin got a split with Michigan, I'd be right on. They're 10th. They're back. This is good for college hockey. Wisconsin is one of the best states for hockey. We need them. They have an awesome fan base. Look at the Packer fans. They're fucking nuts.
I think they need a pro team. I don't know how Madison or Green Bay.
I don't understand how they don't. Milwaukee, you can have a baseball team, but you can't have and you have a basketball team. You can't have a hockey team. If they had a pro hockey team there, it would do well. It would do well. The problem is, though, and this is what I'll argue, and the NHL has said this, and we'll get off the NHL discussion, but they're not going to expand anywhere. Hockey's popular. They're trying to grow the game. No, Mike, they look, Arizona, they didn't have a plan. Now look, you got Austin Matthews, you got Matthew Nyes. I think the Gautier kid lived in Arizona or Southern California. He's from there. So, and he's going to score 40 this year easily. I'm just saying, like, a college hockey kid, BC, right? So again, how did that BC team not win a national championship will be up beyond me. Ryan Leonard, Cutter Gauthier, is
Will
it
Smith,
Gabe Perreault?
Gabe Perreault.
I mean, they're going to look back and go, Fowler, how the fuck did we not win a national championship? Like, because I think all those guys are going to be. I heard actually the Rangers called up Perreault tonight, and they won their first home game. I didn't get to watch it, so I was more interested in the close game. So, I'll look and see if Gabe Perreault. Oh, Edmonton made it a 1-goal game, so hopefully the fucking Blue Jackets can hold on here. But after I get done here, I'm definitely going to watch this Panthers Gold Knights. Kind of big game for the Panthers, by the way. They got to kind of stay around 500 until they get Tkachuk back, and then hope, Barkov meets them in the playoffs because they need help. They're going to need help. They're going to have to play some good hockey. They're going to have to play some second half good hockey. Okay. What else did you want to talk about on the concerns?
I was happy to see Western convert on the power play. I am concerned. Like, they split with Michigan. They won when they were at home. They just got swept by Denver. So I am concerned that they're not playing well against ranked opponents. I saw them play against Lowell, and they were one post away from losing to UMass Lowell. And then the next night they put up, a dolly-whopping on them. But I am concerned about the Broncos, the defending national champions. They got to play better against ranked teams. It's just that simple. Like, they're in a tough conference. So I want to see them do better.
I'm going to take this down. I'm embarrassed.
Yeah. I say for the last one, BU, they swept Merrimack, but one of the games goes to overtime, and Merrimack had 3 off the post that game. So like that game could have been a Merrimack in regulation. And the next night, they won with an empty netter, but again, post was hit. Like, Merrimack is a middle of the road team in Hockey East, somewhere between seed 6 to 8. They're going to finish, and they're not going to smell the tournament unless miracles happen. BU, you're supposed to be top 5.
Yeah. Pando, by the way, Pando was on Morning Cup of Hockey this morning. Check the interview out. I'll link it in the chat. If I probably won't, I'll forget. Just go to Morning Cup of Hockey and rewatch their show today. He was on today or yesterday.
Yeah.
Maybe yesterday.
Right. So expecting more out of BU for sure.
Yeah, dude. I actually think it's beneficial that they're horrible now. It just means they're going to be so ridiculously good by the end of the year, is what I keep thinking.
They were pretty bad to start last year, too.
And they missed Cole Iserman. Like, I didn't realize he was injured, but he's out.
I didn't realize that either. I know last year they were – actually, I was there when they played Michigan, and they got swept. And I'm like, well, what's going on here? And I was – the alarms went off.
You know what Pando said, though, about Iserman is that he's really works on all aspects of his game.
Yeah.
And so I think he took it real personal that the Islanders were like, hey, no, you need to go back to college. Like, we aren't going to even – because did he go to their camp?
Yeah, he went to their camp, and they said you're going to do a second year.
Well, I mean, I think they were all, but like, no, like I remember like day one, I think Matthew Darsh, by the way, great hire by them. And they won again tonight in overtime. They're not going anywhere. That whole East is up for grabs, man. So
I'll use Iserman as an example. Like, I am so, you can say because I'm a college hockey fan, but I'm very against rushing a guy to the league. Like, Iserman's clearly elite.
Dude, yeah. If he does 2 more years in college, all it's going to do is benefit him.
Like, do the Islanders need him right now?
And I think it wouldn't hurt BU to have a kid that's a junior on their team every once in a while. So they just tend to be aren't they one of the youngest teams in the country
every year?
Again?
Yeah, because they just reload. Like, I look at Providence, they have 1 senior. He's the goalie. After that, it's all freshmen, sophomores.
Yeah.
I know I always ask NHL teams, do you need him right now? And I don't see Yzerman getting the Isles into the playoffs. So, like, why not keep him at BU? Save his eligibility.
Oh, no, it was, well, I mean, I think the Islanders were thinking the same thing. I thought it was brilliant.
Yeah.
Like, who could have used some college? He had a goal and 2 assists tonight, but Alexei Lafreniere.
Yeah, he could have used a year.
He could have used some college. 2 years of college would have done that kid wonders. And I just feel like, because he was too good to go back to juniors, but he couldn't play in the A. And now he could go to college, and it would have just benefited him. And his career wouldn't be any shorter. In fact, if you could argue, I mean, it's like, if he doesn't keep up what he's doing, like, he's kind of not considered, a real quality number 1 overall, No. And when you think of number 1 overall, it's Sidney Crosby, Alexander Ovechkin, Marc-Andre Fleury, like Patrick Kane, like the Jonathan Tavares, who just scored his 500th goal. Like, those number 1s kind of really hit home, Connor McDavid, that's a pretty good number 1. Oh, I mean, Jack Eichel's a number 1 if he goes in any other draft other than Connor McDavid's draft.
That's what I mean. I think he needed a year somewhere, and now I still think it would be a number 1. I do think he would do a year but it'd be like, he would be like McKenna. He'd be the creme de la creme, and he'd be at a big school. Like,
well, I don't even know. So here's the thing. So look, who's a generational NHLer that's playing right now that played college hockey, that played for the school we were just talking about? He was tied for the league lead in points until Nathan McKinnon had 9 points in 2 games.
Celebrini
is tearing it up. And he may not even be the best player in his conference, not named Connor McDavid. And right now he's playing way better than Connor McDavid, even though Connor McDavid has a lot of assists. Connor McDavid will be there in points by the end of the year. It'll be ridiculous.
Always.
But like Leo Carlson, I mean, did that kid play college?
I believe so.
Or did he come in on his 18th year and they do that? They were going to play him like they played him. They wouldn't play him on back-to-backs. It was a real smart thing, but they gave him the whole year and they just didn't play him every night. And they get him, they kept him on a real regimented workout thing, kind of let him grow. Kind of like, I don't think he played more than he would have if he'd have played like a heavy college schedule. And it benefited him, right? I saw a shift where anyway, I don't want to get into too much NHL stuff, but I was really impressed. Like, he defensively looks like Patrice Bergeron, but he's scoring like Sidney Crosby, which to me, like, Crosby's kind of known for his defensive play too. I don't know.
I looked up Leo. He was Swedish juniors.
Yeah, okay. I wasn't sure, but he was such a home run because he was the 3rd overall pick, right?
Yeah. So, but also, like,
he was the second.
That. Like, Europe has like a slightly different system than Canada when it comes to juniors. So, like, they're still getting paid, but they're still going to academy. So, like, it's like a hybrid mix.
I'm not I mean, a lot of Europeans come over and play over in our stuff too. So
yeah.
I mean, there's plenty of Europeans in the college hockey and the WHL, the Quebec Major Junior League, the Ontario League, and the Western Hockey League and stuff. So, all right, let's finish talking about college hockay, and then we can just bullshit about anything if you want. I think basically we just could jump into the well, you went 5-1 on the weekend.
5-1, not bad.
5-1 or 5 out of 6. You went 1 for 1 on parlays, up 4.7 units.
7 on the year.
You're following along on the gambling side, I didn't see Avi in the house tonight, so
yeah, I faded him twice this weekend, and I was right. Sorry, Avi.
Yeah. Avi bets with his emotion, though. We want people to know Avi, he has his teams he likes. So, if you are fading Mike, you might want to consider fading Avi from time to time, too.
I'm probably the only one betting Long Island. I'm pretty sure that's a thing. But
I don't think you're the only one by a long shot. But the top 10, top 20. Are we shocked Michigan State's number one? Could you give them one twice?
Yeah, they got, but 50 unanimous this early is kind of
UMD
surprising.
up from 3 to 7 is a little bit of a surprise to me. And Denver rose too fast. They shouldn't be 4. Yeah. I'm sorry. You're not 4, Denver. Not yet. Penn State dropping from 3 to 5, I don't have a problem with. I'd actually have Nodak above Penn State right now.
Yeah, I was about to say that too.
I might have Wisconsin above them too at 7. Maine, I'm all right with them being where they are. They split with a team they probably should have swept, but we felt like that was really important for yeah, I mean, I just feel like
I think UMass is a bubble team this year. Like they're gonna be flirting.
Yeah, they gotta win. Yeah, that was a really good split for UMass. This lets me know that UMass is better. They're gonna be fighting. So I'm excited for that at least. And they only moved up one spot. They're still in the top 16, 15 anyway. Yeah. So I like North Dakota and Wisconsin better than Penn State right now. Yep. Penn State's an injury away, I think. If they lose one of their better players, I would be a little concerned. I'm not really sold on Maine. I don't think they're going to do anything. I think they had a better team last year, but we'll see. Western Michigan is not a surprise. I just don't think they're as good as they were. Quinnipiac, that's not a good loss. You said that's really scary for them. I think they're going to be fine. Ranpack,
they had a bad weekend, but they can bounce back.
They're just coached too well, Mike, and they have too much senior leadership. They have, I just think it takes those older guys a little bit to get going. Quinnipiac always an older team anyway. So U is not a top 15 team for me right now. UMass, I'm fine with. Northeastern is a top 10 team for me, honestly.
Yeah, they'll move up.
Providence, fine with them being where they are. Minnesota State, Colorado College up, deserved it. BC, again, they're not a top 20 team for me either. Dartmouth, we're going to start getting the Ivy Leagues up there. And then Cornell, they beat Dartmouth, did they not? Or
Dartmouth beat Cornell.
Cornell beat Harvard. That's why they moved up. Yeah, dude, how great would it be if Dartmouth is good?
Yeah.
I mean, those Ivy League schools, when they're good, that shit is fun.
Last year, Dartmouth at one point was number 4 for 2 weeks. Then they were number 1. And then they got swept by Merrimack and the season ended. Like, it's just, I don't know what happened, but I watched them play BC to overtime. And then the next weekend,
Are they in Hockey East? Are they in Hockey East?
No, they played out of conference games back-to-back weekends last year against Hockey East. And, so you go play BC, you take them to OT. Next weekend, they got swept by Merrimack, and the wheels fell off the wagon.
They don't call their league the Ivy League?
No, it's ECAC because they got a couple of like Quinnipiac's in it.
Oh, they're in the ECAC.
Yeah, but they last year out of conference they played Hockey East and they looked great.
Yeah,
okay,
I'm an idiot. Yeah. ECAC.
So I'm hoping Dartmouth's there. They have talent. They have top 10 talent on that team. They got to put it together.
Well, they won 2-1.
Yeah, plain and simple. Cornell has top 10 talent as well. I got to watch.
They're up in the top 20 again. Like, would be good to see Brown. Would good to see Harvard. It would be good to see, and Harvard beat Colgate. Clarkson, RPI, Matty Merle's RPI, man. Like, they beat Clarkson. That was good.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's good to see those schools, those academic schools, doing good stuff.
I'm going to highlight, guys, most ECAC schools, like your Harvards, your Cornells, your Dartmouths, you need a 3.5 to play. Where at Boston College, at Boston University, University of Michigan, you need a 1.75 to play. So I understand there is a different.
And you can take underwater basket weaving at those fucking schools. So
yeah, you can.
They have classes set up for athletes now where it's like, oh, you don't even have to have a major picked out. It's so easy. We coddle them and then we wonder why they fucking are broke and dead when they're 35 because we fucking don't help them.
And no NIL for the Ivy League schools as well. Those kids are
getting a fucking Yale. They'll be fine. Brown, they'll be fine.
But just, they're not getting all the perks of the other schools. So I do want to emphasize that when people are like, why is there a difference? These kids have a lot harder regimen. I look at Army and Air Force kids.
Well, they don't play as many games though, Mike. So I don't feel bad for them. They're fine. Almost every guy in the NHL that from the Ivy League plays for like 10 years.
Yeah.
If a guy makes it from the Ivy League, he has like a 10 or 15-year career.
Easy.
Because he knows like this is the most money I'm going to make doing something I love.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
When people ask me about the academy teams, I'm like, they're getting up at 4 a.m. to do whatever it is the military asks them to do. And then they go to practice. And then they go to class. So it's... Yeah, so I do want to emphasize that where other big schools that are great education schools have
it's amazing to me Army has a D1 hockey school, to be honest with you.
They
like because of the height, it's same. Yeah, it's wild. It's wild to me. Anyway, and I could talk about it for various other reasons. Yeah. Veterans Day is tomorrow. Salute to all the veterans that serve. We will be live for a Veterans Day special episode Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern time, like 4 p.m. my time. From Zip Kombucha, I have the thing. I'll tweet it out again, but I'll put it up on the screen here. If I got it. Yeah, here we go. I got it right up here. That works. Oh, shit. Okay. Share screen. We're going to share the window. Share that window. All right, and there's all the information. If you can see it right there. Zip Kombucha, 8161 Schoon Street. It will be the first remote show that we've done. We didn't do a live show. We just did a video from the Final Four after Western Michigan won last year. Our first in St. Louis. Our first one this year, Vegas. So we will be there for sure. I'm going to the Bean Pot too, so we got to start talking about that. We're not far away. February, late February, late January, early February.
First Monday in February there. Is that the 3rd?
Yeah, first Monday in February. Yeah. Okay. And I'm coming for like a week or something. Yeah.
BUBC, something. We've got the Battle of the Bay State, and then it goes Bean Pot. A hell of a hockey weekend.
Yeah. Gonna be sick. So I'm so excited. And then after that, for our show, we've got the Frozen Four. And I'm gonna try to let us get our show on the like do a couple lives. Let's see if we can get credentialed here. We've been doing something for 2 years, and hopefully I'll be doing some classes to show me the way, and we will be able to get credentialed and talk to the coaches and players, which would be outstanding, right?
I'm looking forward.
That is the end all be all goal. Clayton, thank you for following on Instagram. Appreciate you.
2 wheels.
Okay. That being noted, I'd love to end the show on a awesome note, getting some follow on Insta, which we never get any traffic on. So we had, I think, upwards of like 30 people on all the platforms live. Again, thank you for showing up at 10:30. I know Monday Night Football was on. It was very boring. And there's some really good NHL games on. Oh, Edmonton ended up winning that game 5-4 to overtime. Wow. Way to choke.
Way to go, CBJ. We're proud of you.
Oh, my God. Should have faded them. And then the Panthers are up 2-0. So on the Golden Knights, that game's halfway over. So that's going to be an interesting game. And then the other games are over 6-3. Rangers finally got a home win. Good for them. They were been shut out 5 times at home. And if they had lost again, if they had lost the Predators, I go, it's a real problem because the Predators are not good. So, and then Islanders, man, they're shocking some teams. Like right now, if we did a comparison before we go, here are the teams in the Eastern Conference Finals. The Canadiens, Bruins, Senators are the top of the Atlantic. The Devils, Hurricanes, and Penguins are at the top of the Metro, and the Lightning and the Flyers are on the line with the Red Wings and Islanders tied in points, with the Rangers tied in points with them, but they all have the advantage having played less games. So they are right now are the playoff teams for the East. In the West, Avalanche, Stars, Blackhawks are your top 3 in the Central. Ducks, Golden Knights, Kraken are your top 3 in the Pacific. Jets and Mammoth, and the Kings are sniffing. But that is it. Even the Oilers would not be in the playoffs right now with this win.
That's crazy.
I'm telling you, we are a quarter? There's 15 games. Most teams have played 15 games.
About a quarter.
So
just under a quarter.
Yeah, I mean, there's 82. So really a quarter of 82 is like 20 games, right? So
yeah, just
we're close to a quarter of the games played, right? And, it's really, there's I'll tell you right now, the Jets aren't going away. The Mammoth aren't going away. The Kings are better than they played. The Wild aren't in the playoffs. The Sharks are playing like mad crazy now. So there's no easy games. The teams that are bad this year that are a surprise for me are the Blues. Don't bet the Blues right now. Not good. And I'm really disappointed in the Wild, but they're kind of in it. So it's like, but they kind of had some struggles. The Sabres are down in the dumps again, but they're only 5-6, and they have their best player, Rasmus Dahlin, had to go over to be with his wife or fiance. She had a heart transplant. So, and that story stemmed from this summer. That's a wild story. You should check it out. The Blue Jackets they had a good game until they choked it away against the Oilers, but they've been kind of a disappointment, but they're 7-7. So it's like, what do you do? Or 7-8 now. Panthers, they just got to hang around till they get their healthy. I'm not worried if I'm a Maple Leafs fan. The Red Wings, I think, are better than they've played. The Islanders are obviously good. They're in the mix. They wouldn't be in the playoffs right now. The Lightning had a terrible start, and they're in the wild card right now. And the Flyers fans are rioting against their captain, and then because he happened to be a little bit semi-critical of Matvei Michkov. I thought it was just constructive criticism in my own, and the question, he just answered a question. But he just said, he would benefit from being a little bit better two-way player. I think I would want my captain. I think Matvei Michkov isn't bothered by it at all. But anyway, we'll be live Thursday, hopefully, barring, and if something happens and the internet's crappy there or something, we'll figure it out. Because it'll be a little minimalistic. If we do TikTok, it'll be using my phone. This is going to be a wild one. So we're going to try to do our best. First remote thing, so I just know there's a lot of things that can go wrong. So if something goes wrong, I'll just tweet out, hey, we're going to go our live normal 10:30 time. And I'll just hang out and do some stuff there, answer some questions, and then we'll just come back and do a delayed show from here. So I appreciate everybody. Mike, you have any final things or whatever?
I want to thank all the veterans, the Special Forces. Please come home safe, Sergeant Rose. And I want to say good luck to my coach, Coach Christine, fighting for a world title this Saturday. So go get him.
What organization is she fighting for?
She is fighting for the women's 105 Muay Thai.
In what?
Muay Thai.
No, but what's the organization?
World Muay Thai organization.
Oh.
There's no one higher than her.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Good for her.
She hurts. I've trained with her a couple of times, and
yeah,
sometimes size doesn't matter, guys.
Yeah, good for her. Good luck. Awesome. All right, everybody. Like to keep it under an hour, and we've done so. So appreciate you all. We'll catch you. Yep, I got to end my live anyway. Yep. We will see you tomorrow.
Cheers.
Thursday. Happy Veterans Day. Salute. We're going to end the live on TikTok too. Thank you, TikTok.